What's up, guys? Welcome to my podcast. We still have no name for this podcast. So if you guys have a name, just be sure to let us know in the comments below. Today, I have a very special guest. He is technically my very first guest because we're trying to get things working around here. So welcome, first of all.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, and
It's
his
my first
name is
podcast.
Ahmed.
My name is Ahmed. You know, whatever, however you want to call me, however you want to call it or pronounce it, whatever. It's all good.
Thanks for coming, man. I know it was it's a hard drive up here, but you made it through, and I'm really excited for this podcast, man. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. All right. We're gonna get to know who you are,
Got you.
who Ahmed is, what his dreams and aspirations are, what drives you, and what got you to this. What got you to YouTube, man? What brought you here? You know. So without further ado, I'm not gonna waste any more time. Just take it away.
Shoot. Well, my name's Ahmed. Where should I look? Should I just look in that camera or just look at you? Got you. Yeah, so my name's Ahmed. I'm from Princeton, New Jersey. I went to, since I dropped out of school, I feel like I should just tell you guys my high school. I went to Princeton Day School. It's a really cool private school in Princeton. And if there's really one takeaway I got from it, it was really that I love making people laugh and I want to put a smile on people's faces. And when I went to Rutgers, when I went to college, everything just took a downturn because I was kind of a loser until like junior year of high school, or like the summer before junior year. I was actually a loser. I literally had no friends, and I wasn't. The first place I was ever invited to was my boy Isaac's house, and that was to study for a test the beginning of junior year. So like I was loser till sophomore year. I hit puberty finally. My shoe size went from like 8 to 13. So ladies, do the math.
Yeah, he's tall.
I grew like 6 inches, and my voice got deep, and I like to think I got funny. So junior and senior year were kind of a movie for me. You know, I kind of went from having no friends to a lot, and it was awesome. I loved it, and I miss it every single day. Then when I went to college, I just felt like I got depressed again because I was just alone again. And before, I was desensitized to it because I never knew what it was like to not be alone. And then once I got that little taste junior and senior year of like having friends and having like a nice group of people I can always go to having nothing again, really kind of it blew. I'm not gonna lie, it sucked, and it was really ass. Am I allowed to curse?
You know, small curse words are fine,
Yeah,
but
I
like
got you.
you know, hard R and F curse, nah.
Yeah. So
But if you do, I'll edit it out. So don't worry, just be comfortable.
So so it sucked, and that's when I left Rutgers, and I knew that I wanted to make people laugh, and however I could do that, whether it was in front of or behind the camera, I was down with it, and it wouldn't matter if I would need to scrub floors at McDonald's for like 10, 20, 30 years because I knew, you know, I'm prepared to go through hell for, 10 years or whatever to experience heaven for the rest of my life. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, sounds good, man. Sounds good. Ahmed,
What's up?
you told us a little bit about yourself. I want
Okay.
you to tell us a little bit more about what it is that you wish to achieve because I heard, from a little bird that you want to be an actor and that's one of your dreams, and you want to be in the Hollywood world. So that's something I share with you too. You know, that's the reason why I started YouTube. I wanted to be that guy in Hollywood. And I wanted to be the first Muslim or first Egyptian to get the Oscar, but I actually might get beat by Rami Malek because he's Egyptian and he's already in the runnings for an Oscar. I don't know if he won one yet. And then Naija, who is that? That guy, he's an African American actor. Mahershala? Yeah, Mahershala, right? Yeah, he is Muslim, and he's the very first Muslim to get an Oscar. So, but congrats to him. All right, so we didn't manage to get that, but it's still there. So tell us why do you want to do that? Like, why did you want to become an actor?
Do you want my honest opinion?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I saw a quote online by Robert Downey Jr., and he was like, he said, acting is just lying. If you're a good liar, you're a good actor.
Ooh.
And it was a really bad trait to have, but right now I think it was good, but it was still a really bad trait to have. I was a really just bad liar when I was a kid and when I was younger, like a few years back. I would just lie over the littlest things, the smallest things, and to this day I still don't even know why I would lie about that kind of stuff. And Yusuf called me out on it a few times, and he's the one that really got me to like just be real and just keep it a buck always and every single day. And that's just what I've been trying to do. But yeah, that sucked. And then, like I said earlier in high school, I just loved making people laugh. So I do want to be an actor, and I do want to act because I took acting classes before, especially in high school, and I did all that kind of drama stuff, and I loved it. I literally I looked forward to it every single day. You know, the thing is, my actual goal in life is to just make a living, being able to support myself and any family I might have in the future. You know, while living a comfortable life, while just making people laugh, and whether I do that, whether that's in front of the camera or behind, I'm fine. You get what I'm saying? And I was a little hesitant on starting YouTube because, in terms of acting, you know, there's always that rumor that goes around that you get stuck to the character you play, or you get stuck to your certain personality, especially if you start YouTube. And I was kind of reluctant on starting YouTube first because it was like there were a lot of positives and also a lot of negatives, right? If I started my YouTube, what was going through my head was, oh my God, what if this blows up? And what if I really do become big on YouTube? Will I just be stuck in YouTube forever? Like, will I not be able to go into acting because of YouTube? But then that kind of got diffused real soon when I started YouTube because I saw, you know, big names like Liza Koshy, you know, doing her thing and all that kind of stuff. So then that settled me down a lot. But yeah.
Like I was gonna say, you were psyching yourself out before it happens. You know, I know a lot of people who do that. They would psych themselves out without actually just seeing it out and realizing what happens at the end. Because, you know, like I noticed that when I psych myself out, I used to do that a lot. Like I'm always afraid, like I would always have auditions and I would have big projects, but I'll always pull back and pull out because I feel like I might not be good enough, I might not get this good enough, or might not say this right, and that cost me a lot of things. But if I really push through, there's some people who see something in you that you don't see in yourself.
Yeah, so that's crazy that you bring that up because that's actually the problem I'm literally facing right now, and I just don't know how to get away from it. So in terms of my YouTube videos, I just haven't been posting at all or anything like that. And I realized, I kind of took a step back to dissect it, and I realized that when I do film a video, because there's like over the last few months, there's probably been like 50 videos I filmed and I just deleted because I just didn't like, and because I love YouTube, right, and I love everything about YouTube and being able to, you know, be my own boss, posting what I want and doing it how I like. Exactly. And the thing is, I'll psych myself out when I do film something. I'll immediately think, oh my God, what if this isn't good enough? I kind of set a standard for myself. Is this not breaking that standard? I want to get higher and do better each and every video. You know, what if this is just derailing that? What if this video is just not good enough for me? I know I could do better and I just won't post it. And not only that, but if I spend too much time on a video, like for example in Final Cut just editing, I'll eventually start to think that the video is just not as funny as I thought it was, and I just won't post it. Even though it's just me getting so used to the video that I don't think it's funny anymore when other people might think it is.
That's
you get what I'm
very
saying?
Interesting. Yeah. That's very interesting actually, because for me, like I feel like if I put in so much work, I'll be like, screw it, I don't care if it's funny, I'm just gonna put that out there and see what happens.
Nah, for me, it's the complete opposite. Even if I put in like days of work, I just wouldn't care. If it's not good enough, I'll just restart. I'll do something else.
I mean, that is commendable though. I mean, you know, to some people, like that's like perfectionism. But remember, perfectionism doesn't really.
Yeah, no, I remember touching base with this with my manager. I just got to get over it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely one important thing. But I mean, you seem to. I mean, you made me laugh. You make, you know. It's, I would say, to be honest with you, like I don't really laugh that much. I used to laugh a lot when I was a kid. So the only person that really could make me laugh is my younger brother for some reason. Like he would make me die out laughing. So you got a little chuckle out of me, so that's good.
Shoot. I'll take that.
All right. So like I want you to tell me a little bit more now, like about your vlog and what it is now that you're really trying to achieve with what you're doing right now, and how did you go through what you went through? And I've noticed, like, you know, there have been some things that you've been going through, like on recent things, like you know, you were just on Drama Alert lately, so yeah, I mean that's pretty huge. I used to be on Drama Alert for the wrong reasons, but yeah, we're past that now. But yeah, so tell me about everything and let me know
about everything. So just off rip, I'm just gonna say, you know, you just real quick touched base on, you know, a point about me and like what I'm doing right now and stuff like that. If I'm keeping it honest, if I'm keeping it 100%, I don't know what the hell I've been doing. I don't know what I'm still doing, and I don't know what I'm about to do in the future. I'm completely just lost. I'm confused, out of my mind, and I'm just winging it. I'm being completely honest. I have no idea what I'm doing. And how all this started was, so Yusuf, a.k.a. Fousey, a.k.a. FouseyTube, you know, him, you know, the person who was on top of YouTube at a certain point in time, he actually moved. He bought a house in Jersey, you know, right next to mine. It was probably like a 30-second boosted board ride, just there, and I was there. So one night, I knew he lived next to me, right? I never went up to his house, or I never, knocked on the doorbell or rang the doorbell or whatever, because that was just an invasion of privacy. I never did anything like that because, I knew that he just wouldn't appreciate that, and I knew that he's had problems with that in the past. Yeah. So what happened was, he was streaming one night. He was Twitch streaming, and he had probably about 40, 50 people watching him, I remember. And I would watch his Twitch streams because I knew he lived next to me. And one night he said, yo, if anyone has Bud in Princeton, hit me up. So I was like, all right, I don't have Bud, but I go to Rutgers, a huge state school. I could definitely find some right now. So I real quick hit him up. And the funny thing is, his number was online. So I just real quick FaceTimed him, and then I just noticed he FaceTimed me right back after it ended. And then I literally drove to New Brunswick. I drove 20 minutes to New Brunswick, picked some up, came back, 20-minute drive again, and then came through to his house. And then that was that. And then ever since then, we just started Twitch streaming together because we had a fire Twitch stream that night, and we just started hanging out. I think that was fall of 2016. And then we kept Twitch streaming, and the numbers just kept growing. So we grew the channel up to almost 100,000 followers. I think it was 85, 86, 87,000, something like that.
The Twitch channel?
Yeah, the Twitch channel. It lost a few thousand followers now because of all the stuff that's happened, and then we start not only Twitch streaming, we started, I ended up working for him towards the end, filming for him, stuff like that, and I'd help him kind of essentially be his right hand man. Anything he needed, I got him with it. So that's that, and then the Twitch ended up growing from 50 people to 100, 200 to 1,000, and then I think the max we ever hit one night, it could have been 7,000 or 8,000 people just watching, and wow. it was awesome. It was amazing. It was so fun, and it was so raw and genuine because we both loved doing it. Literally everyone always asked us that how do we keep the content up on Twitch? How did we stream every night? How do we do this? How do we do that? To tell you the truth, literally Yusuf and I, we never thought of any content to do on Twitch. Maybe here and there something would pop up if we hung out earlier that day. But usually I would just come over his house after work. I used to work at a bank or a credit union, and then later went to Johnson & Johnson. And I would literally work from 6 a.m. to 7, and then I'd get home, eat something, take a shower real quick, go to his house around 9, start streaming then, and then literally leave around sometimes I'd pull all-nighters, and then just leave, having to leave around 4. Wake up again at 6, and then just keep my day going. And we would never plan anything out. I would literally just get there, and we would just say, all right, we would just start the stream up and then just improvise. Wow. And then we would just try it. And then what really sucked is that he ended up signing with Winfinity, right, with Adam and Nas and whatever. And then he ended up leaving to Australia for the tour. And that was when we hit our peak on Twitch, and it was just, Yusuf, we're doing awesome on Twitch. Are you sure you want to do this? And he did. And eventually, whatever happened. And he ended up telling me that, he wished he listened to me, and he wished that we were just still Twitch streaming. And I wish that too. I wish none of this nonsense happened. We could have still been Twitch streaming ever since that time when he signed with Infinity, and we could have grew it to however big it would have been now. And it kind of just sucks thinking about that, because something that could have potentially been so great and so awesome and original and pure is now ruined. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's now no longer an iron in the fire.
That sucks. That really sucks, because that's huge. I mean, 80,000 on Twitch that's not a small feat. That's pretty huge. And I can imagine the subs were pretty up there too.
No, the subs were growing. We had
right?
The max people we had, the donations were booming. Subs were booming. The max people we've had in the Twitch stream in one night was probably 8K. And then we grew it, huge. And it was amazing, especially for me. It was just such a different lifestyle, because I went from being a regular kid from Princeton, going to Rutgers, whatever, with having all these crazy dreams about having, people watching me and stuff like that online, to actually doing it with someone I used to be a huge fanatic of. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I used to be a huge, crazy, avid fanatic of Fousey and FouseyTube and all his videos. I'll still rewatch his videos to this day just to get a laugh. My favorite video has always been and still is that Flappy Bird prank he did with Ahmed, the other Ahmed, who, by the way, owes me a new pair of Air Force Ones. He really just ruined my pair, so I'm going to need that if he does watch this. But nah, it was great. It was awesome. It was just such a good time because we would always just have a new adventure each and every day. And then eventually, like all good things got to come to an end. A few things started popping up, and then that's when the whole July 15th thing happened, and then that's just that. And now we're here.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I don't think all good things have to come to an end. There's always a new chapter. There's always something new that comes out. Like, I mean, this is an analogy that really would probably not make sense, but to me it makes sense. Like there's always a lot of pressure in our life, and things always go bad, but it's what makes us better from it. Like for instance, diamonds. In order to make diamonds, you gotta. That's so much pressure put onto them, and from dirt you can have diamonds. So I'm butchering the saying, but it's something along those lines, and I feel like that's what it is. I really hope like you could fix that situation with him and everything. Like I don't know.
No, it's there's a lot of of stuff that happened. That's just I'm trying to just keep between us. But at the end of the day, I mean, if we can just move past it, I'm so down. If not, it's really whatever.
Yeah, I mean, and I hope you guys move past it. So with that said, we can move past that and talk about other things. You're still on Twitch though, right?
Yeah, no, I had to make my own account. I made my own account, and it's awesome. A lot of people followed me from the original account to my account now, and it's just awesome because now it's just me doing my own thing now, building something from scratch with my own name, and that's kind of what I told. I was actually reluctant to take because Yusuf gave me that Twitch account. First it was, Fousey, then I changed it to ABreezy TV. And that was a Twitch account he gave me after the whole July 15th, after everything went down and he wanted to move out of the country. He gave me that account. At first he wanted me to be a partner. At first he wanted to give me the YouTube channel, which later turned into a partnership with the YouTube channel. And I said no because that was his channel. You get what I'm saying? And he built that. And it was his name off rip. I have my own channel. I want to build my channel up to that and to get further than that. I don't want a channel like that to be handed to me. And I even said no to the Twitch account at first too, but then not only did he, but also everyone from the Twitch streams, everyone, all the viewers told me to take it and told me to at least try it out because it was me that also helped build it as well as him. It was kind of a dual effort because we both started off rip in the beginning to really Twitch streaming almost every night and building that channel up, which is why I took it. And then after that, he ended up taking it back, and I had to make my own account, and then now we're here.
Yeah, and I mean, I think you're going to succeed. You're going to do well. I think you're going to do well.
Fingers crossed.
Just keep those positive vibes. And I think, if it doesn't work out, then don't, like I remember telling you, just don't let it get to you. Because I've been through the same situation in the past, I've had my things in the past. And it's hard to move on because I can imagine, you guys were good friends and stuff like that. And but maybe in the future, once, things come to perspective, everyone will see.
Once things dial down.
Yeah, things dial down, and then they're gonna start seeing like the difference and all that. But it's just crazy that we will run into things like that cause because I feel like a lot of us have a lot of good things going on, right? And they're lucrative, but there's always either a personality or an ego that will get in the way and just like kind of cause a rift in it, a crack in it that just is always going to be there, and it's not really hard. It's hard to get rid of. But you seem like you're giving off positive vibes from what I see, so I know that you just gotta keep doing your thing, man. Just keep doing your thing, and
that's all you can do. I'm just trying.
Yeah, man. It's a good sign. I feel like you really you just came into the scene, and then like. Everybody's like, oh, well, who's this Ahmed guy? I honestly, when I saw you, I thought you were like.
I'm still asking that question. I have no idea.
Don't worry, you'll find it. You'll find it. But it's like when I saw you, I was like, oh, this is probably one of his good old friends because you guys seemed like you're clicking.
Yeah, we were really close.
You guys seemed like the chemistry was there, and I thought you were like an old friend who was there from the day one. That's what it seemed like. Mm-hmm. And was just behind the camera, but now you finally came in front of the camera to kind of help him out with with everything that's going on to kind of hold him down. That's what it seemed to me. But now you're telling me that you just came in recently, but that just shows how much of a good person you are to really just give your all off at once like that. That's a pretty commendable thing. And And you mentioned a lot like about what happened like when you had to leave the Twitch channel. So, I mean, like what did you do and how did you deal with that? Like once he had to leave.
Yeah, so it was it sucked, right? So we were in LA, and he called me. I was in Target with, a bunch of the guys, and and he called me and he just said, "Yo, listen, I know we said that Twitch was like our thing, but it's gonna be your thing now. I want to give that channel to you and just keep doing that for me. I'm out now. I'm done. I did what I needed to do, and I'm kind of leaving social media, all that kind of stuff." So during that whole I'm leaving social media phase that he had, that's when he started giving stuff away, and that's when we had that talk, and it was sad, obviously, because it was just someone I looked up to in the past, which then became almost a brother to me, which then became someone I worked for. It just, he represented a lot to me. So it was just like, and now all of a sudden he's just dropping off the grid and leaving. So obviously it sucked, and obviously it was sad. But then again, at first I just didn't want anything to do with the Twitch account or the YouTube channel or anything like that, because I wanted to build stuff, like I wanted to build my own name, right? And I ended up taking the Twitch account for the reasons I told you already. Everyone said I had a hand in building it and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I took it. And I did end up Twitch streaming, but it just wasn't the same, right? And it ended up losing followers because, and I kind of understood why.
Why do you think that was?
Because people mainly followed for us, right? For Yusuf and I.
That makes sense.
And now it was just me. So, like, it makes sense why they would unfollow. But because same, like, with Yusuf, too, whenever I couldn't make it to the streams every once in a while, he would stream by himself, and everyone in the chat would be like, "Where's Ahmed? Where's Ahmed? Like, where is he? Like, we want him, whatever." And when I would stream, I kind of got that same thing. Where's Fousey? How's Fousey doing? Like, we want Fousey back in here too. It's always the both of you guys. So there was just kind of a world we couldn't get out of in that sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that's kind of, after he took that Twitch channel back, that's when I was just like, okay, let me just make a new channel, start from scratch, and just get the people I want inside here. A few things did go down between Yusuf and I don't really want to touch base on those too much.
To. Yeah,
no,
it's all
good.
yeah.
Because I just want to keep that between us, because that was
That's
just
good.
And putting stuff online, for example, with the Drama Alert thing, I never wanted to be like a part of Drama Alert, and it kind of sucks that I am, or I was, because I wanted to start 2019 off just fresh, no more drama, just doing me, having fun, because I always say I always miss the old YouTube, right?
Yeah,
with the old throwbacks like Kev Jumba, Niga Higa, all those OG YouTubers, and because before it was just pure, and it was, you could just see the genuinity and sincerity in everyone's videos because they did it out of love for the craft. But now it's just convoluted or concentrated maybe with just clout, fame, money, numbers, and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like people just lost touch of their roots, or lost touch of what or / why they even started YouTube.
Sorry about that, man. See,
what were we talking about?
We got to do the ghetto way. Is that camera leaking, tweaking again, or is it good?
Leak?
I said leaking. My bad.
No, it's good. I checked it before.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So So you want to continue on 2019, making it positive and stuff like that. That's good. So please continue your thoughts. I'm sorry to cut you off.
I completely forgot where I was.
All right, so you're talking about how you want to make this, you had your things that happened between him, and you should definitely keep it between you guys.
No, I got where we were. All right, sorry, my fault. My mind just spazzed out. But what's it called? Yeah, I did. That's why I didn't want to be on Drama Alert, because I just did want to start off 2019 with just, good vibes and good energy. But then I was, and that kind of sucked. And really just whenever it all went down with Yusuf and I, it sucked because it was just over just the dumbest reason. And that's why it just got me upset, because it was just like, why ruin something that could have potentially been so good? Because he did have plans on returning and coming back and doing his own thing.
Can I be honest?
What's up?
I hope he returns, because
I hope he does too, because it's just he was in a really, really tough spot, and no one deserves. I think what sucks about Yusuf is what I did notice. Regardless of what happened between Yusuf and I, this is just the truth, and I just want to say this out. Whenever any other YouTuber were to do something, whether good or bad, it's fine, right? But if Yusuf were to do something, he just gets a ton of hate for it. You get what I'm saying? There was just a huge, I think double standard is the word to use, a huge double standard, because it was just always Yusuf that just couldn't win. He could never win, and there's so much, and Yusuf just, if I'm being so honest, he's told me a lot of stuff that's went down between him and everyone else that he's had beef with or drama.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's able to just stay quiet and not say a word about any of it really amazes me. You know, I honestly, I don't have the same strength he does to really be able to do that, because he actually is holding in, and whether it's healthy or not, and whether that could be aiding in any depression or bipolar he might have now, I don't know about all that, but you know, the fact that he still can do it and just hold everything in and be able to just keep everything to himself, it just blows my mind. It's just amazing.
Has he ever told you about the drama between me and him?
No, he's never told me about that. He did tell me about, you know, he just went in depth about what happened with him and Adam and a bunch of other people. So, and it's just, that just blows my mind.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, you know, I really loved seeing, like, you know, just more Muslim creators on the platform. That's really what I liked, you know. And I think there's always an issue. Like, it's like we always butt heads. There's always like a clash when it's like Muslim creators that come together, and there's like, I don't know if it's a Muslim thing or I don't know what it is, but there's always like ego that gets thrown around, and then that's what pushes people away. It's not necessarily that they're bad people. But I think this could be like this little break that he's having. I mean, I don't know, like I don't want to speak for him, but I feel like it could be a good thing to help him kind of like readjust himself, because he always comes back strong. You know, what I've noticed from his contents and stuff. We've had our you know, our issues in the past, but I've looked beyond it. I'm glad he doesn't bring it up anymore. But like, you know, it was kind of that thing. You know, I was a big fan too. You know, I wanted to work with him. I already had my platform. I was ready, and I was popping on my thing. You know, like at almost like 150K. So I was like, oh wow, this is like there's a Muslim YouTuber who's popping right now, and he's doing great. That's awesome. I wanted to do the you know, the Nigi Higa type route, because I worked with Nigi Higa, and I've you know, what they do is amazing, because they bring all the Asians together, and then they're doing like there's this Asian group that created Rise 88. You heard of that?
I haven't, no.
All right, so basically it's like all the Asian creators. Filthy Frank is part of it. He doesn't do Filthy Frank now, his persona. Do you know Filthy Frank?
I don't.
Okay, Filthy Frank was like a really poppin', he's like kind of like a crazy character on YouTube who just went crazy. He was like meme culture. Anything he posts will go viral, and you've probably seen his stuff because they use him in memes now. He stopped from that persona, and now he does rap. And Rise 88 is like all these Rich Chigga, you know, Rich Chigga?
Yeah.
He's in it too. So they're all together, and they created this thing together, which is amazing, because it's just all Asians, creative content, and these guys are just killing it. I was hoping something like that would happen.
No, that's crazy,
because
because we actually had that idea. It never went through, but we had that idea in LA, my first trip there.
That would have been amazing.
Before the whole July 15th thing, we thought, you know, why not make like our own kind of clout gang or whatever, you know, why not make our own kind of, like, get our own house going, get our own group going, and kind of do that whole thing. And I thought it would have been awesome. Like, it really, everyone's group energy and everyone's vibe just was amazing. And I would have loved to really get in a house with everyone and just start grinding and just doing our own thing. But I don't know, it just never worked out.
Yeah, which is sad.
Yeah, it sucked. Yeah. Honestly, it sucked, but it's whatever now.
It's sad, man. And then, you know, my run-in was like, you know, and I've apologized. You know, I've made a video apologizing. I never got a response back, but it's completely fine. I understand, like, if he wants to keep it that way. But I've had that issue where, you know, I just got really upset because he didn't respond. And when he responded, he's like, hey, you know, I don't know if you know about this, so I'll just kind of run you through it.
I don't know anything about this.
Okay, so around the time when he used to do Middle Eastern content, there was, like, you know, a lot of other Middle Eastern YouTubers. I used to do just regular comedy, and I just started moving into the Middle Eastern stuff, you know, speaking Arabic, because I'm from Egyptian background. And what background are you?
I'm Iranian.
Iranian. Okay, cool. All right, so basically I was, you know, doing the Egyptian stuff, and then everybody's like, oh my God, this is like, you should check out Fousey and stuff like that. So I go check him out. You know, my friend, she also told me she used to like buy his merch and stuff like that. She told me, you should check out FouseyTube. He's like, he's this new Middle Eastern, you guys should collab. He's just like, the stuff he does is like you and stuff. So I check him out. I was really happy to see someone like that, you know, killing it. Because, you know, the more Arabs, Muslims, whatever, that you know, kill it on the platform is good for all of us, because it just breaks down doors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I reached out to him on his Facebook, and then he responded. And this was during, you know, to be fair to him, this was during his bipolar phase, and during, you know, his really bad phase. Hit him up and he didn't respond. All my fans were going crazy. They're like, "Oh my God, this should happen now. This should happen now." And they were like hitting him up because it was crazy at that time. The Middle Eastern content was crazy around that time. It was, I forget what I think it was like 2013, 2014 around that time. And then he finally responded, and I was so hyped. I was like, "Oh shit, Fousey responded. Let me see what he said." And then he's like, "For any media inquiries just like this, email me." I was like, "Oh man, that kind of hurts." Like he threw that line at me. I was like, "It's cool. Let me do it. I'll go email right now." And I went to email him and stuff, and I never got a response for weeks. And I understand a lot of people will be like, "Yo, you're not entitled to a response, whatever," and blah, blah, blah. But they don't get it, because me and you, we're creatives. We're creative people, and we want to create. They don't get that whole thing because we, when you aspire to someone or whatever like that, you kind of take it a different way. So, I was stupid, and I was like, and I just posted "You're fake" on his Facebook page, and then he flipped out on me. And the way he flipped out was basically, and this is the first time he's ever like really responded to someone because he watches my stuff, and he made it apparent when he gave me a list of 10 reasons why I'll never make it. And and he went in.
That's really
foul. And he went in like, well, number 1, I don't know who you are, and 2, it's actually me who started the Middle Eastern stuff, and it was really dumb. And looking back at it, I wish I never did that because it shows me as a bad character. And he even said like, and at the end, towards the end, he was like, and number 10, I still don't know who you are, and finally, this is the last time I'll respond to any. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. It triggered him when I said "You're fake." The only reason why I said that is because, like, he said to email him thinking, like, yo, I would have just liked him to say, "I'm sorry, it's not really my
I get
right now."
Yeah.
So then from there on, it's just kind of like...
Just escalated and just...
It escalated. We kind of had, like, a bad thing. And then, I started working... around this time, I was friends with Adam and stuff like that. And then, obviously, they had their thing that they were butting heads. So I kind of seen the whole atmosphere of that. And... it left a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm pretty sure it left a bad taste in his mouth. But that's the thing, like, I always felt it was like we were destined as Muslims or whatever it is that we are not going to be able to work together, which sucks. But it should happen. That's why when I saw July 15, I thought this was it. Like, this is his move to bring everybody together that he's beefed with and really create something that everybody's going to want to be a part of. And I kind of thought it was going to be like the Muslim thing.
And he actually tried doing that. Like the problem with the whole event was that there was a few things. One, I think I really do firmly believe what he was saying in terms of, something's always crazy until someone achieves it. I think I believe in that, and I stand by that 1,000%. No one ever thought we'd be able to fly but the Wright brothers. No one ever, there's so many instances in the past that have proved that to be right. And I think everything he was saying in terms of that kind of stuff was true. And the problem was his intentions were pure, but just his methods were completely wrong. And how he went about it was wrong because the thing is, Yusuf, whether or not he'd want to admit it, I do believe that. And being able, I guess I'm allowed to say this because I knew him for a good amount of time and I was with him for a while. It was like, he's really stubborn. And the problem is, he just didn't listen to any of us when we tried to give him advice, right? And that made us seem like yes men. Because I actually did want to address that because during the whole July 15th thing, yes, was I getting called a yes man? Yeah, and did it make me mad? Of course, but at that point, it was just anything we were to say to Yusuf, whoever, anything like we were to say or tell him or give him advice about, he would either just shut us out completely or just not listen to us. And it was at the point where I remember us all guys talking about it. We were all just like, it's one thing to not accept his decision, but it's also another thing to not respect it, right? So obviously, if he wasn't going to listen to us, I still wanted to be there, though, because he was my brother and he did so much for me. And I still wanted to support him, even though I didn't agree with his decision. And I don't know whether or not that was the right thing to do, but honestly, I don't care because I don't really regret my actions in the past because they made me who I am today. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%, man.
And I completely get what you were saying earlier, I think, because Adam and I actually recently got into it a while ago. And honestly, it came to the point where I just realized everything that was going on right now was just so immature. It was just stupid. Like, what was my point? And I thought to myself, I was just like, okay, to get all this stuff to go away, if I need to take an L for everything to go away, and if I need to eat my words for everything to just go back to normal, I'm so fine with doing that. Like, I don't care. It's at that point where I just want to move past it. If I'm wrong, I don't care who's wrong. Like, I'll take the blame. I just want it to be done. And that's kind of what I tried doing with Adam. But, you know, now I think just the ball is just in his court, so he could really do whatever he wants with it. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you on that one. And do you think it's going to fix up anytime soon?
I don't know. I really don't know. Anytime I've texted him, he just didn't respond, and then he just ended up making videos about it. And what's really just sus is that he keeps making videos about this. And not only that, but now it's like the videos are about me. And it's like, why are you making videos about me? Like, no one knows who I really am. So it's like, why would you make video? Like, using my name or whatever doesn't do anything. So I don't get why are you making videos? Because I just want to put all this aside and just get this, you know, done and over with in person. You know, I told him, I said, let me know whenever you're back from tour. We can meet up with or without cameras. I don't care. I want to get through this. I want to move past this. Like, I want to see you so we can hash this out. And then he started spitting a lot of nonsense at first, and then he ended up just, you know, not responding anymore. So it was just, it's just annoying.
Do you think you did maybe you did something that really got on his nerves?
But this is what happened. It's so stupid. It's just, oh my God, this is what happened. So my whole thing, for example, what I like to do a lot on Twitch is I like to talk a lot of shit on Twitch, right? But it's just it's what's it called? It's mostly a character I play. Right?
Okay, yeah.
And not only that, and I'll always mess around with the people viewing, but every once in a while, like I'll just, cause my thing, I always tell them on my Twitch, I always tell the viewers, I'll always have a few hundred. I'll tell the people watching, I'll just be like, yo, if you decide to roast or whatever, you better finish it, because don't get shook if I clap back, right? Don't get hurt if I clap back with something and if I say something back, because I'm going to. Like, you can go ahead and do it, but don't start something you can't finish. That's always what I say. That's always what I like saying. And everyone's got an opinion, so, and who am I to say otherwise? So I don't really tell my mods to really ban anyone for just talking shit. I only tell them to ban them when they go overboard, right?
Gotcha.
But, so, like, honestly, I completely forgot the question. I'm not even tripping.
No, you said you were gonna explain what.
This is what happened. This is what happened. So, some Adam Saleh fan pages or whatever, they started just talking cash all of a sudden. They just started talking crazy. So I was like, all right, I'm not about to just. I know I just shouldn't respond to this, but you know, it's just my thing. I'm gonna respond to it, and I'm gonna make some funny roasts back. Like, and that's just what I was doing. Yeah. And then one thing led to another, and some people were actually getting me heated. So I was like, okay, now I'm actually gonna start snapping. So I started just going off on Twitter. Going off. And it wasn't even, I didn't think of it as me talking shit about Adam. It's like, I may have said some things where he could have taken it as I was talking shit, and I'm sorry he may have felt that way. But just as everyone is, I'm entitled to my own opinion as well, right? And just because my opinion doesn't really correspond with his, doesn't necessarily mean I'm talking shit, right? So at that point, he tweeted out, and I don't think he realizes how much pull he has, especially on his Twitter. So he tweeted out saying I'm a snake. So I was like, yo, and all of a sudden, I didn't think first of it. I didn't think of it at first. I saw the tweet. I was like, all right, whatever, like, fuck it, whatever. So I just go about my day. I opened my phone, and I just remember seeing, like, 60 just Twitter, like that number 60 in that red bubble next to my Twitter app. Wow. And I was like, yo, I don't get notifications like this. What the fuck? Like, what just happened? Yeah. So then, all right, I open it. I just have, it's World War III. It's going crazy. Hella people are just coming at my neck. And I was just like, oh, my God, why are they coming at my neck? And it was just all Adam Saleh fan pages. The problem is, like I said, people never see the way, like I was talking earlier before, I think when you went to the bathroom, people never see the route. Like, for example, if you and I were to get in an altercation, and if I were to punch you in the face or you were to punch me in the face, all
you will knock me out, so hopefully not.
No, stop. All people see is the punch. No one ever sees how each person was provoked or what happened leading up to the punch. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everyone just saw that Adam called me a snake, and they never really saw what happened before that, and they all thought I was talking shit about him, but I was really just talking shit to his fans. Like, because they were just starting shit, so I was just clapping back to them. I didn't mean any disrespect towards Adam, and then one thing led to another. I ended up making a few stupid videos, which I do regret, and I ended up taking down, and then it goes to hear me saying I'm ready. And I'm really ready to just eat my words and just move past this, because I'm just tired. I'm really just, one thing you gotta know about me is I'm really lazy. I'm actually so lazy. That's just one really bad trait about me. And I'm just tired. I don't feel like putting up with this stuff anymore. Like, I want to go about my life, make videos, do my own thing, and I hope that you want to do the same. But it just doesn't seem like that when he was just still making videos about me. And it's just like, who am I for you to be making videos about? It just doesn't click in my head as to why.
Yeah. I would ask you what those videos were, but
no, it was just there was one video whenever he was just going off on Fousey, and the thing is,
okay.
There was like he made 4 videos, right? And first of all, at one point it's just like, okay, why are you making 4 videos? Like, it's not that serious. And then there's obviously I could say a bunch of reasons as to why he could be doing that, but I don't really want to feel like starting anything else. And one of the videos was mainly about me / Andrew, his other boy, and about how he treats his friends. And I just thought it was really immature of him to really include me in on that. And just, even when I told him it was fine, yes, did I vent, and yes, did I have my doubts about everything? Yeah, but who doesn't? And yes, did we argue? And yes, we did argue, but also who doesn't? You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. But it was, and yes, I may have said in the past that I wanted to make a video, but all that was just in the heat of the time. It was just in the moment. I never made a video about it. And it was just, this man just included me in on everything and put me in a spot I just had no interest of being in. And that's when everything just started. And then recently, like a week or 2 ago, I think, he made another video saying that I apologized to him or whatever. Because, yeah, I did. I wanted to just move past it. Like, I don't care. I'll apologize and I'll eat my words and I'll take this loss and take this L and take all the embarrassment, whatever, just so we can just move past it. Because I don't.
That's respectable, man.
Because I appreciate Adam. And there's a fine line between appreciating him and knowing all the good he's done for me, right? And I see that. He's done a lot for me. He's helped me when I'm down, and I'm still down, right? But he helped me a lot, especially when we were in LA. And he was a really good and genuine friend to me. And I don't want that, after thinking about it, I don't want all that to just be thrown down the drain over something so immature as to what had happened. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's very respectable, man. Like, one thing that's very admirable about you is the fact that you don't have that ego that a lot of us have.
Dude, I'm just tired about arguing. Like, I don't. It's just useless. I want to keep making videos and keep doing that. And I feel like,
bro, you want to create. You want to make content. That's the most important thing.
I'm trying to get this moolah. I'm broke. Like, I'm hella broke.
Bro, there's a lot of money in YouTube.
I'm hella broke.
But you gotta be smart about what you do, and at the end of the day, they're all trying to monetize it in their own way. So drama makes money. So
yeah.
So with that, I really hope that they watch this video and maybe they could hear you out, because I really just wanted to give you this platform to get to know you, because my fans were just tagging me and all that stuff. So
yeah, I was wondering. I was like, when you first invited me to, I was just like, who am I to be coming on a podcast? Because I've never done something like this.
So I want to tell you something. I've noticed you saying it a lot. Why do you keep asking who am I? Like, you're Ahmed. You are a creative. You are somebody. You're not like just a piece of.
Yeah, but that's just, it's so, to me, it's still crazy, because it's still so hard to believe that every night when I go on Twitch or whatever, it's hard to believe that 100, maybe 200 people in this world are actually watching me and actually like me, because it's hard, because
own it.
It's like, it's just, I still just can't believe it. And not only that, but it's like, I don't see what everyone else sees. Like, everyone's saying, oh my God, Ahmed, you're funny, I love your stuff and whatever. I don't see that. Like, the videos I've posted in the past, I've maybe only thought 1 or 2 were funny and like I actually liked. But the others, I was just forced to post. You get what I'm saying?
I see, yeah.
And it's just, I don't, it's like, I'm just a regular kid from Princeton that just got dragged in on this, even though it wasn't my dream yet. And did I want to do it? Yes. But at the end of the day, whether or not you want to admit it, I did get dragged into this with like the help of Yusuf, and Yusuf did end up putting me on game, even though people followed me because they wanted to follow me, and that you can't really force anyone to follow anyone.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he really did help get my name out there. And then not only that, it's just, yeah, I don't.
It's good that you're giving callback to who helped you get in this position, but then you're also holding it. You're making sure that you're able to hold it. Some people just get the numbers and then they're here today and gone tomorrow. But you're still here. You got the numbers. You're holding on to it. You got to commend yourself for that. You know what I mean? So that's very important. And I think you should, if you really want to continue this YouTube thing, have some belief in yourself. It's because you gotta have thick skin, because it's gonna be
I do get that a lot. Tough. Thank you. I do get that a lot. But it's like, lately I don't know if I want to. It's like when I started, at first I started YouTube senior year of high school during my senior project, making a YouTube channel was part of my senior project, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were completely trash. Like it was just getting 30 views max, and that was all for my classmates. My school was really small, probably had like 70, 75 kids in my grade, and it was a really small school, and the videos got nowhere, and I got really discouraged because I was just this Casey Neistat wannabe, like trying to get this drone
okay, so that's why you'd be using the booster board.
No, bro, booster boards are crazy though. They're crazy though. He did put me on. No, Casey Neistat did put me on boosted boards, but they're lit. They're crazy. I got the new stealth one. Yo, oh my god, I really ate it the other day. But that's another story.
So you're into filmmaking too? Because Casey Neistat is like a filmmaker.
I like it. I like it a lot. I do like editing, and I like doing all that I like everything. I'm cool with everything, and I love everything. I love everything about this.
About the entertainment world.
Yeah, everything. And I'm cool in whatever, category I'm in, right? And the reason I YouTube even became a thought in my mind was, like I said, from those old OGs like Kev Jumba and all of them. They are the ones that really got me into YouTube. But now it's like everyone's so focused on drama and clout and fame. It's like I feel like my attention shifted elsewhere. I feel
that's why you got to go to Facebook, bro.
That's why I'm going to. That's why I went to Twitch. That's why I want to get consistent on Twitch, because not only is there a lot of fun and just a lot of good memories to be had and made on Twitch, but also there's a good source of income that could be made on Twitch too. And God knows I need that, because I'm honestly like, I don't know how I'm about to. I definitely parked in a spot where I'm gonna get a ticket. I just have that feeling.
Hopefully, inshallah, you don't get.
Hopefully, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I'm about to pay for that ticket. That's how serious it is, but it's all right though, because I'm still just living life.
Yeah, man, you got it. I think you got it. I think your Twitch is pretty fun. You should really continue doing that Twitch thing, because.
No, yeah, I'm gonna.
I mean, like, you could be the, what do you call it?
I mean, they call me the Middle Eastern Tfue on Fortnite already. It genuinely, I even got a highlight tape on YouTube. It goes Tfue, Ninja, me. I'm there. I'm top 3 at least, borderline. And not only that, but when you see someone as good,
you're pretty good on Fortnite.
I'm actually a dog. I really.
We gotta have a match soon. We gotta have a match. We do
have to have a match.
I kind of suck, but I can get.
I used to suck. Also, Logan Paul. I smacked him in the Friday Fortnite competition. I backpacked that, yeah.
Nice.
But that's honestly one of the, an achievement I have on my list. I put that on my resume.
Logan Paul is not really a gamer, right now, so does that really count? I don't know if that really counts.
Nah, but it was fun doing that tournament though with Yusuf. It was awesome.
That's cool, man. That's really cool, and I hope you guys like really hash it out and fix it up, because, like I said, even though. Fousey or Adam might never like, what's the word, act like, recognize me or even act like I exist anymore, which is kind of sad, because I didn't really do anything that bad to them, but at the end of the day we all done stupid shit. But if they're gonna keep it like that, I would still wish and hope that they can continue to succeed and grow, because it's very important for because you don't know, like, I don't like seeing people fall. Like that's one of the things. I like competition. I'm very freaking competitive.
Yeah.
I do have an ego. I'm not gonna lie, but I love seeing people win. I love having a group and seeing people win and getting those numbers. And I hope, in your case, that they will drop it and just continue to ride along with you.
I mean,
and
like
you
I said,
continue doing great big things. Because at the end of the day, even if they don't, you still got a lot of passion in you for things that they might not want to do, like Twitch and all that stuff, and you're really good at it.
Thank
so I would hope you continue to do that. I hope they look past it, forgive you, and I hope you guys patch it up. But if not, I wish you the best of success, man.
No, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, honestly. And like I was saying earlier, I would love to like patch things up, obviously, but if it doesn't work out, I'm really...
They probably won't. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you.
They're probably not.
Be completely honest.
I'm ready.
I'm like, I want to be hopeful. I see the sparkle in your eye, bro. But they probably
won't.
Not.
Like I know they're not. Especially with Yusuf. Yeah. Everyone says like it's easy to just make up.
Which is really sad
which it sucks. It does suck. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I can being that this is just the life of like the entertainment industry and just being
That's how it is.
That's how it is.
That's how it is. Yep.
What's really cool about it is that, or what I can always appreciate about it is that I can always put my phone down and just be with my fam, be with my cousins, the people who've been with me since day one, even when I had no one.
Yeah.
I could just be with them and
this
just
is not like this is not like negativity towards them or anything like that.
No,
they are
it's
good
not.
people.
It's not.
And I know Adam personally. He's a good guy, and you know, of course, we've had the run-ins, and he's had you know, his moments. We all have our moments.
Yeah.
I can't hold him accountable for that because I've had a moment, so we can't really go around that. But from what I saw, he was a good guy, and to be honest,
He is.
I
100%.
was a good guy to him too. You know, like I always looked out for him and all that stuff, and you know, sometimes they take it the wrong way. You know, like, you know, I always try to gear him away from, you know, the haram stuff and all that stuff. You know, so but at the end of the day, he was still a good guy, and you know, my family loves him because, you know, they know him. We used to come to my house. We used to do a lot of videos. I don't know if you've seen our stuff. We used to do a lot. We were running
I
it.
didn't. That's the
We
thing.
were running it. We were like head to head with Fousey, like when it comes to like the Muslim YouTubers.
That's what my Twitch audience
you
was
know?
saying. I've never seen like your guys' stuff.
Yeah.
Because I remember the people I watched on YouTube. It was just a really really limited list because my
Yeah.
attention span is just stupid. Like it's just crazy. And then
Yeah, but
even today, like
yeah.
I'll just watch old videos. Or David. If there's one YouTuber I'll only watch, it's really David Dobrik.
I met David Dobrik, really cool
Really?
guy.
Oh my God! Everyone
And I
I
took
know
a
is
picture
meeting
with
him,
him.
and I'm not meeting him. I'm about
He
to
was
throw
at
a fit.
Playlist, bro.
Oh
You
my
were
God.
at Playlist. He was there.
When? Which one?
The one that we went to. I swear to God.
In Jersey?
Yes, the Playlist.
was not
that
there.
He was right outside the green room. He was getting ready to go on stage.
Bro, I was there both days. Bro, I was there. No, you're tripping. I was there. I was actually there. I saw Tana. I saw all of them. I saw Elda Mills.
Elva Mills is incredible, by the way.
Dude, she is. And I couldn't say what's up to any of them. I don't know why I was tripping. I'm so
She is
sick to my...
amazing.
I'm about to throw up. I really didn't see David Dobrik.
Yeah, David Dobrik. I saw him. I can show you the picture too, but I don't want to rub it in your face.
Sick. Oh
No,
my
but
God.
he's really cool.
No, he seems really cool and really genuine. That's
But
really why I want to meet him.
Elva Mills is my favorite YouTuber. You know
Really?
why? Because she is changing the game.
She is.
She's
I did see a
changing
few of
the
her
game.
videos. She was really switching it up on us. I
No,
was
no
like,
more
I bet.
vlogs, no more this. No, she is taking like stories and making them into wonderful narrative pieces and film art pieces.
No, she's doing her thing completely, like 100%.
And I love it, bro.
She is. It's
I love
awesome. I've seen a few of her videos, and plus she's really cool in person. Like I said, I saw her.
If you see my videos, I kind of steal her style. A little bit.
No, I know what that's like. I stole Casey Neistat style, but it was like a dollar store version. Like that's literally that was. If I'm gonna do a reaction video. Those were like my first videos.
You should,
on
yeah.
YouTube. I privated them all now, but they're still there on my account. And it was just I was playing the same music as him,
Yeah.
doing the same whack drone footage, trying to do the time lapses and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it was just a really botched job. It was just a really ugly job.
Hey man, you gotta start somewhere.
You gotta
I mean,
start
like,
somewhere,
My
yeah,
videos were horrendous. Like I was shooting in my ghetto ass apartment. I had cockroaches running around the fucking.
That's so true.
And I was like, I look back, I'm like, oh my God, that is embarrassing. Like roaches running around in the background and stuff. I was like, I gotta clean up my room. I cannot have this. I took that down, thankfully. So you spent all your money on what?
Spent all my money on just laptops and like the gear, a new drone, editing softwares, all that kind of stuff. I literally didn't have a dollar to my name, and I just started making more YouTube videos. And they were just a lot better in terms of quality-wise.
Yeah.
A lot better. So I was just on a roll. I think by myself, I got like 100K views I was getting, and I had like 10,000 subs or 5,000 subs. I got, and I grew like 5,000 to 6,000 subs. I grew. And then that's when I met Yusuf right after that. Like at that point when I was growing my channel, I posted a few vids. That's when I met Yusuf, and that's when everything just exponentially started growing a lot more.
Yeah. You know, I hope you just continue, man, because I want to see more. You know, more colored, more people of our.
No, dude, I'm
you know,
trying.
Just Middle Easterns, Muslims, whatever you want to call it. Arabs. I just want to see more, like, of you guys on the platform. You know what I mean? Like, I was really one of the very first. Like, I started in 2005. Like when YouTube was not even monetized yet. Like I was just posting stuff with my friends. It wasn't like.
Damn, I was 7 when you started.
Wow, damn.
I'm 20 now.
That's crazy, man. It's perfect how it was like. It's like back then it was so crazy, and now it's like so cookie cutter perfect. Like I wouldn't say perfect, but cookie cutter. Like now I'm like I know what not to put, what not to say, what to do. But it took me that long time because I've been running through different channels, helping others build channels. You know, like I said, me and the guys started like way in the back. We started together, and I had all these other channels before then. And then when I really started taking it serious was in 2009. And that's when I started seeing the money roll in, and I started seeing the brand deals, and I started seeing it was amazing. Like it was pushing me in directions as an actor that my actor friends were like, damn, we wish we
that's awesome.
jumped on the YouTube thing, you know, getting meeting Common, you know, the rapper. Like he was just like, and meeting Jackie Chan and getting to work with Carl Wolf, you know, the singer rapper, and it was just so cool, like to see all this happening because of the YouTube thing. And you know, we have our run-ins and we have our stupidity back in the past, and you look back at it and you're like, damn, you know, like a lot of the drama now is like fabricated, you know. So a lot of people because they know it's bringing in like views
money
and stuff like that and money, you know. So you have people doing that fabrication, but that kind of ruins it for people who think it's real, because then they create real drama with their friends, and then it just gets out of hand and it gets really crazy. So I want to ask you, what is like your ultimate goal, and what's one idea that you have that you're like kind of like thinking you want to make happen right now? Because I want 2019 to be Ahmed's year.
Like I was saying, no, thank you for that. Thank you, and I really do appreciate that. But like I was saying, bro, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm really lost. I'm actually lost. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But in terms of goals, shoot, I'm trying to get a six-pack. It's coming. They call me the Middle Eastern Zac Efron / Jonah Hill. I did the Jonah Hill part, the Zac Efron part. It's time for that now. It's coming. It's in the works. So that's definitely one. A lot of self-improvement for a goal. And are you talking about like all in all life goals, or is that like
let's narrow it down to your entertainment goal, whether it be YouTube, Twitch,
just
Instagram.
being able to live a comfortable life, making a living by putting a smile on someone's face. That would be my rehearsed answer.
That
sounds
cheesy as hell.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But my real goal is just get on the red carpet. I want to be on the red carpet. I want to be in a Hollywood movie. I want to be doing that, and I want to be able to yell to everyone that I did it, and then I can do it, and then I'm gonna keep doing it.
And you're working towards that goal. I mean,
towards that.
Talk is a lot of people do talk, and a lot of people like to talk, but are you really pushing yourself to go to that? Because I believe you can if you put your mind to it.
Honestly, I may or may not be pushing myself the way I should be right now, but I'm gonna get there. Like, I know myself, and I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I can do, and I know that if I can't do something, I'm gonna eventually. If I can't do something at a time, there's going to be a time where I can do it. And I know I'm going to get this, and I know I'm going to get it down. Just as to how and when, I don't know it yet. But trust me, I'm just tunnel vision to this. At the end of the day, regardless of what happens on YouTube or what happens on Twitch or whatever, I'm going to get on the red carpet. Like, I'm going to be on the red carpet one day.
Just promise
for
me
any
one
movie.
thing.
What's up?
Don't become cocky.
No. I talk about that with everyone that asks, that tells you that. There's been a lot of YouTubers. I'm not going to name any names because I'm not about to start. Don't want beef or whatever.
But I'm going to tell you this, man. Don't be nice either.
Yeah.
They will walk over you. I'm that nice guy, and I got walked over. And that's why I'm you know, it's harder when you're the nice guy. You got to be a beast, and you got to walk over people and not give up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's the truth, man. It's the truth. Like I've tried.
That's
the
what
nice
sucks
guy.
About it. That's really.
But that's the entertainment world. If you can't handle that, then don't be in it. You know, because I always told myself, you know, it's part of the game. It's like people complain about fans and complain about, but it's part of the game. You know, you got to know that. You know, of course we have our right to privacy, but it's part of the game. Come in this entertainment world. You can be nice, but only to a certain extent. And I was nice, and I've seen people take things from me. Yeah, I've seen people take things from me that I could have had, and then I started going in little beast mode, and that really changed my life. Mm-hmm. You know, there was a time when I was like, I didn't see my friends for a long time, and I was just working, uploading, and then I got myself 10 million subscribers on my YouTube channel, and it's not awesome. Easy, you know. And now the algorithm's kind of screwing me over, but it doesn't matter. I still achieved something. I got 11 million soon, inshallah. I got 1 million people to push the subscribe button, and I'm now almost at 2 million, which I am going to
congrats.
hit. Thank you, man. I'm gonna hit that number by this year, 2 million this year. Right now I'm at 1.8.
I'm aiming for 100K this year. I'm at 20. Yeah. I'm at 20 something K.
Start off small.
I know that you're supposed to shoot for the moon, reach the stars. And I would say 1 million, but I'm realistic goal. I want to get that silver plaque button.
Yeah,
like that's been something I've been looking at everyone get.
Yeah,
I want that. Like, I want to be able to get that because if I think about it, I've never really had any huge achievements in my life, and this would have been, and this is going to be, like one of those, like those haymakers.
That I'm
gonna get, and that's really what I want.
Yeah, man, I'm rooting for you, man. I really want you to make it, and
Thank
it's
you.
gonna be cool. And if hopefully in the future, if you want to work with us, we could do a lot of cool work together
Like,
too.
bro,
you
I'm
know?
down for whatever. Like, count me in. I remember telling you this on Twitter. Count me in on whatever. Like, just count it as a yes. I'm down for whatever.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
always
really
down.
fun. And I actually wanted to say this, and I kind of forgot. But one of the biggest things, bro, don't ever let anyone's fan base get to you. Because
Yeah,
that's,
I know. That's something I learned the wrong.
yes,
That's something I learned the
believe
hard
me,
way.
I learned the wrong way too, and I wish I met you earlier because I would have let you know, like, hey, do not, because to be honest with you, that's one of the main things that kind of screwed me over too. I responded to the wrong fan who was saying the wrong thing, and then that just was like an avalanche of hell afterwards.
It's just
Don't
a
let
domino
any
effect. It's
yeah.
annoying. It's really annoying, but
yeah.
I'm over it. I'm
Exactly.
good now.
Yeah. So just
Good
be
now.
careful next time. It's a good thing you made this mistake. Now just do your thing. You have a lot of eyes on you now because I would imagine Fousey's not really doing it. He's not like on the scene right now. And I don't know if he's gonna come back. I hope he does. If he doesn't, he's left us with some great stuff. I'm gonna be real. I
No,
don't
he's got
I
a
don't
very
like-
successful and good track record
I don't like
behind
spreading
him.
negativity or anything like that. I mean, sometimes I made videos, but they're all like skits and stuff like that. Like it was never something coming like personally at him. But he has left us with some good work. You know what I mean? But now it's time for other people to come in because people come and go, and I feel like there's people that are gonna give us greater work. You know what I mean? And I think you are at the forefront of that. So if you continue to do that, I'm serious. Like if you continue to do that, you are gonna do things. Now I'm like I don't chase clout. Sometimes I do, but the thing is that's not me. You know what I mean? What I do is now I go for longevity. Believe it or not, I've been on YouTube all these years, and people are like, "Oh, you fell off. You're irrelevant." I'm like, "Yeah." To the same people, like, who's still doing it? I'm still doing it.
That's what I'm saying. You still got that.
Yeah.
Everyone's points when they make that, they just sound they're so ignorant because you still are able to say, "Yo, I still have this
Alhamdulillah,
gold
yeah.
play button. Like I still have. I'm about to hit 2 million subscribers this year. Like
I'm still
You
creating,
don't have that. That's what I'm saying.
and
Like,
I'm still doing what I love. I got a new music video coming out soon. It's a parody of a big song, and in Egypt, and I'm really excited about that because like I brought back
hopefully
my
it goes well, man.
Yeah, inshallah. Thank you, bro. I brought back my old persona, which is Are We Famous Now? That was my channel, how it started. It was like, we started off as a group, and now I'm bringing it back where it's Are We Famous Now? Now it's me and the fans. It's like, Are we famous now? Because the content I created as that persona was the content that got me here in the first place. So now it's still Karim Jovian. That's the name of my channel, but Are We Famous Now is back. I'm going to have all these cool social experiments that really touch upon important topics, and I'm bringing back music videos, parodies, and sketches and all that stuff. So, and the quality is going to be top notch this time. Not going to really worry about anything else or anybody else what they have to say. I'm just going to do what I want to do, and that's the most important thing. I just want to keep creating because as being like I don't know how it is for you, but like myself, being a creator, one of the hardest things is getting motivation, being inspired. I'm not a machine. I can't post daily. I can't fake things and create like something daily. No, man, I have a life too. I like being private. I like being with my girlfriend, my family, and all that, and just like having that private life too, because then I don't want to lose sight of who I am.
Lose sight of your roots.
Exactly. And then, but I have this motivation thing that sometimes be like, oh my God, that would be a great video. Let's do it. So I'm back at that. I like seeing creatives and being surrounded because it helps with that whole mood. So I have a couple of short films that I'm working on, and I have some episodes, and I'm gonna definitely call you. You guys show me,
Dude, shoot.
show me your acting chops.
I'm down for whatever, like I told you.
So yeah, and it's gonna be cool, man. And just remember, take it easy. If someone sends you negative feedback towards your way, ignore it.
Yeah, no, I'm not really tripping about that kind of stuff.
Because
no more.
one thing I've noticed about a lot of creators, and it's the biggest mistake they do. And my friend, he's victim to this. He always responds because he like the hate that he gets kind of like hits him in like the like in the gut, and then he kind of just responds, and then I'm like, bro, you have so many fans that are supporting you, saying good things. Why would you take the time to take the time to respond to the negativity when you got a fan who loves you and it would be the world to them for you to respond to them? Like, why take that energy and just send it to the hater? Now that inadvertently, would make other people think, hey, if I send him hate, even though I'm a fan, he will respond to me.
I want him to respond to me.
Yeah,
and
so
then they'll do it.
they're gonna start sending hate, and they're gonna think that's the negative,
effect.
and the negativity is gonna grow. So that's why I ignore all hate now. I love the mute button on Twitter. You press that thing, they don't even know that they're they're non-existent. It's amazing. It's better than blocking them.
It is better than blocking, honestly. I've done that a lot, but it's the thing with me, like I said, I've gotten hate a lot in my life, like a lot. We were pretty much poor when I was a kid, and I was dead ass. I only had 3 Hollister shirts, like 3 shirts, and they were Hollister my aunt bought me, and I remember it was a lime green, a dark green, and a light blue.
Yeah.
Those were the 3 colors I had, and I would just every single day I would alternate between them all. And I would have 1 pair of jeans from Walmart and 1 pair of kicks. So that was what I would wear consistently. And honestly, I got so much hate and was ridiculed and made fun of almost every single day of my life until like sophomore year, junior year.
Wow.
And it sucked, but it made me really strong to all this hate and all that kind of stuff that I would get on YouTube, and strong enough to the point where actually, like, there's really nothing someone could say to me that I haven't heard before, but it's really at that point where I'll like responding to hate to the point, like, on YouTube at least. For example, if someone were to say like hate comments or something like that, I'll make a funny joke out of it. Like if someone says, "Yo, you're so ugly and fat," I'll just respond with "Yo, mama." Like I'll just like respond with "Yo, mama" jokes. I'll respond with anything like that, and I'll be like, "Oh, thanks, boo," like something like that, and I would hit them with that. Because always at the end of the day, I don't really care. It's like
that's good.
It's whatever.
Yeah, that's good.
And I think if you treat them back with something funny or something or some kind of love or whatever, you could just turn one person at a time. That's
good, man, and I hope you continue that, because that's good. You're responding to negativity with positivity. It works. I like that.
Thank you.
That's really cool, man. And then kind of to wrap it up, but like our final thoughts. I mean, do you think I don't know if you're religious or like whatever. Like, do you think like your Muslim background will have an effect in trying to be?
It sucks, man, because the reality of it is that a lot of people, especially on YouTube and in this platform and in this industry, I know it's what I signed up for, but people are really judgmental, like to the point where they take no mercy on anyone. And it's like, for example, a lot of people are always telling me, "Yo, that's haram," or "Yo, you can't do that," whatever. They'll always judge me on that. And because of my religion, I'm not really that religious, if I'm being honest. It's really like my mom in my house. That's the most religious, and then everyone else.
I think that's how it always is, right?
Yeah,
our parents are the most religious.
So we're not really that religious. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I still don't eat pork or anything like that, but
same here.
Yeah,
it's not good for you anyway.
So that's pretty much that. But it's people. I don't really. It doesn't bother me anymore, because at the end of the day, I realize that they're just hypocrites, right? It is haram, yes, to maybe at that time what I'm doing, it could be right, but it also is haram to judge others and to also not have any respect for others and not treat them the way you'd want to be treated, as it says in the Quran, I believe. So it's like, if anything, there's a little bit of hypocrisy going on where people are they're being hypocrites themselves by judging you and doing something that's in and of itself haram while calling you out for doing something haram. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a lot of people don't really know that the Quran itself says, "Lakum dinakum walaya dini," which means you have your religion and I have mine. Yeah. So, just
one thing. For example, like I remember
that speaks for itself.
Yeah, it really does. And I remember getting into it with someone about gay marriage or being gay, and someone said, "Oh my God, Ahmed, you're so gay," whatever. Like someone commented, and I said, "All right, first of all, I'm not gay, but second of all, there's no harm in being gay. Like there's nothing wrong with it. And 3, it's 2019 now. If I can't come out to you guys, my fam, who can I come out to then, right?"
Yeah.
And then 4, it's just like, it's one thing not to accept my decision to be gay, but it's another thing to respect it. And I know I might not expect you to accept it, but I damn sure expect you to respect it and just respect my wishes and my independent free will to do whatever I please.
Yeah. If you want to get technical, I mean, I've been researching a lot of this stuff.
I started researching because I was interested in it.
Technically, it's actually not haram to be gay. It's only haram to have gay sex. So the act of loving another man is not wrong.
Shoot,
but
that just blew my mind.
But sleeping with another man, that's a different issue, and that's like something different, because and we could have a whole like other
Yeah.
podcast about religion and stuff like that. But like, because with women you can't have sleep. You can't have anal sex, but then with guys that's all they can have, minus the other thing. So it kind of like it comes from that realm, because a lot of people were there's a lot of things that people were saying, and I loved researching that stuff and going into the technicals of it. I, believe it or not, know a lot about my religion, and it's something that I pride myself on, because
Yeah, I don't know that much.
I want people to because people come at me a lot, especially with my following. I've had there was like a time when there was an army of like white supremacists and all these people coming at me, and they were throwing things at me that would surprise me, and I'll be like, whoa, okay, I respect that. Now let me go research and check that out, because that's something I never knew, and then what they're saying was right, but then I dig deeper, and then I find the correct answer that they were trying to reverse. So it's very important. But I'm just letting you know, get ready, because you have that background. They're going to be using that against you. So I'm just
They're already using it
Yeah,
against you. There's two things that I see consistently on a daily basis. It's one of them's that, and another one is, why are you always talking black? And that's such. They sound.
What do you think about that, Nye?
They sound so ignorant when they say something like that. We talked about it. It's so annoying. It's just, oh my God, like, it's, for example, they're saying it's I'm stealing. It's like cultural appropriation, I believe they were saying it was, and how I'm talking black or talking Ebonics or whatever, and it's just like, if that's the case, and if I'm looking at it from their point of view, then to play devil's advocate, if that's the case, then if you were to take a white kid and put him in an all black neighborhood, or put a black kid in an all white neighborhood, would it be racist for that white kid or the black kid to speak like those around them?
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, then would it be racist to conform or racist to fit in? So I just. No, go ahead. I'm interested.
Go ahead, yeah.
I'm interested.
So there's a difference between appropriation and assimilation. So like the way I speak very proper sometimes, but I code switch. So I can speak like from the hood, because I'm from the hood, but I'm also educated, whatever. I know the difference, right? Speaking this way is called assimilation. That means that this is for protection from.
Okay, so
see, I dropped out of school, so she really just put me in my spot. I think.
Yo,
So.
I just gotta say, man, thank you so much for coming through, man. I really appreciated this chat
anytime,
we had.
Man, honestly,
it was cool. It was enlightening, and again, I would hope that negative past, whatever is going on, that you guys patch it up and everything goes well, because I really would love to see that. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't, I hope that
whatever happens.
Exactly. I hope that you continue chasing your dream, because I love people just trying to create, and being creative, and I hope you continue to do that and not give up. We might have you on the show again. We might, but we're definitely going to have you on our content that we create in the future. Stay on the lookout for my new music video. It's coming out soon. It's called well, it's not really called anything right now, but it's called the
soon then.
Mafia Parody, Jovian. I guess that's what I'm gonna call it. But yeah. So Ahmed, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, man. Honestly, thank you.
Yeah.
It was a blast doing something like this. It's my first time just being here. Not only that, but also doing something like this. And yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Shoot.
That's cool, man. I hope now you could check out my content and my stuff, and if there's anything you like, just let me know. Give me some feedback. Man. I love
100%
feedback from many different types of people. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching this. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below what your favorite part was, or what we should talk about in the future. And ABreezy, tell them what your socials are so they can follow you.
Which camera was it? That one?
That one right there.
It's gonna be youtube.com/ABreezy. And then ABreezy ENT for all my other socials, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. So definitely go check it out. Show it some love. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, only follow/subscribe if you want to.
All right, man. It was nice meeting you.
Man.
Have a good one. Oh! Whoa, your camera, is it fine? What? All right, that was fine. No. Yeah, let's redo that shit. I was worried about the phone, but it's good. No, it's all good. Yo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you coming through. It was really cool. It was really cool, man. And I hope, you continue doing what you want to do, man.
I don't think I broke this, did I?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Hello?
No,
Hello?
They can buy another one.
They got the money. That's not breaking their bank.